Take it out.
Wait a second. And I open my jug. I go inside. I search for the crown. I go outside. A newly made crown.
Just crawl up right in there.
And we have its spot.
I'm Raven, 25 years old, human, and son of a village innkeep. When I was young, a wealthy merchant took me in as a scribe and taught me the power of knowledge. But sadly, things went south for him. He went completely bankrupt in a matter of months, and I, too stubborn to return home and admit failure, had to survive on the streets. Desperate as I was, I dabbled with dark powers and did what my master had taught me, striking a deal. From now on, I made my money by stealing and selling secrets to the highest bidder. Only when the strangers Tailhawk and Stumbleduck arrived at my doorstep, needing my help, was I inspired to use my gifts for something good.
Well, hello, my name is Aden and Foodle Baron Ren Neckledimble Stumbleduck, and I'm on a quest to save my dear darling Pamby. But let's not put the cart before the horse. I was born of a toy maker and interested in how things work, even when I was a little gnome. As such, I met my dear darling Pamby. She inspired me for something more, and so I studied the fundamentals of magic, even becoming a professor of Artificer myself. Our life was magnificent, calling 5 children my own. But that bloody illness took everything away from us. I promised to save her, and tried everything, even used my artifice to keep her alive. Well, to keep my promise, I embarked on this quest, finding new company in Tailhawk and Raven.
My name's Mason. I come from the Stepstone Isle and was born to Chief Core, breaker of chains, and a human woman called Nova. I barely got to know my mother before the Black Womb took her from us, and my father turned his back on me in favor of his son. Cast out by the rest of my tribe, I decided to follow the diminishing trail of my mother's legacy and the ways of illusory magic. On my travels, I encountered Atria, a gnome druidess that had tried to save my mother. I felt that helping her discover the nature of this disease would perhaps give me closure and bring me closer to my mother's roots. We have been traveling together ever since.
Hey, my name is Tailhawk. I am a human and keeper of the balance. I ran away from home at a young age to join a monastery where I grew up being taught the way of balance and druidry. After completing my training, I decided to serve my sworn duty on the path of the Wayfarer. Hence I ventured out into the world to stand against inequality and injustice, but was left wandering about without direction. This is where I met Aden Stumbleduck, a remarkably stubborn yet kind-hearted fellow, and I decided to join his cause.
Hello guys, my name is Atria. Actually, I used to be a goldsmith. But then my mother died after a long illness. I couldn't help her. I felt so useless. That's the reason why I decided to go out into the world, to learn how to heal people and how to become a druid. I moved from village to village to find someone who was able to teach me the doctrine of healing. I found a precious old woman who taught me all the wonderful things I do know now.
Give me a C.
On the magic bunch, we'll always save the day.
And even if you can't,
we'll just push it all away. That's why the people of this land
are in need of
Raven,
Warlock,
Mason, Atria,
and Aden and Foodle Baron Ren Neckledimble Stumbleduck.
and Richard.
Go away, Richie.
Welcome back to the 5th episode
Yeah.
of the Magic Bunch Adventures, I guess.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, I hope you like the first 4 episodes, and
Yeah, the 2nd to 4th episode are gonna be uploaded real soon now that we've got all the intros.
That's really good information because we upload this episode later.
Yeah.
afterwards, yeah, that's...
You can just cut this out and add it to the next episode.
We let it in. Or make it some bloopers. So, what happened last episode? That is everybody of us except for Adria. No, not for Adria, for Mason.
Hi.
Entered the building, whatever that was, like...
Safe house.
It's just a safe house, where our dear Billy was captured. And followed Talhawk inside, found him, saved him, and signaled everybody inside that we are there because we aren't the best at stealthing. Hell, a fight broke out, and we had to decide: do we run? Do we fight? And actually, we had the first fight ever in this whole campaign, and we won.
What?
Hey! That was the biggest surprise.
Having some nice action with squeeze, and nobody was able to climb the stairs, while Adria was just going nuts and burning everybody alive. Even when John Castillo, was begging for his life, Adria didn't stop. She just burned his eyes out.
That's
melted
uncharacteristic.
his eyes out of his sockets.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was brutal,
I might need to have a word with Atria.
but it was cool. We took away his gauntlet from Armadillo and discovered his hand was black. We also stole his amulet, which was some sort of necro protection amulet.
Yeah.
And I don't know whatever we forgot.
Necro.
Necro. Negro.
We'll get cancelled.
His hand was black.
Necro.
Next to the hashtag cancel magic bunch.
Yeah.
So we escaped. Billy was in safety together with Mason, and we gathered in the inn again, where we discussed the plans for the next day. And we had some deep discussions about our backgrounds with Raven and Talhawk.
I was not there. I took a little walk, so I didn't.
But you all
really have to
slept
talk.
after a while.
And we slept.
Yeah.
And hell broke out. Because there's no leader anymore.
Are we still sitting in the...
You're sitting in the tavern. There's some breakfast there, not really a lot this time.
Okay, but I think that Atria is gonna have a little rest upstairs because she was quite shaken
You're
by
in
what
the
happened.
chop tree, yeah.
Yeah.
And Billy's very shaken too, so.
Yeah, so she's gonna take care of Billy and also of herself for now.
Yeah, you're sitting there, eating.
Shout out to the guy who said that he liked us eating like 1 minute in.
His name's Eric.
Shout out to Eric. Here's some popcorn ASMR for you.
What do you do?
Meeting.
So what are we going to do? The innkeeper said that... The innkeeper said that there's like commotion outside, right? And that we have to knock in a specific way to get back in.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so should we like check it out, or do you think it might be too dangerous?
We should definitely check it out. After all, it's kind of our responsibility. After what happened yesterday, I assume.
It's our fault, not necessarily our responsibility.
Well, those two come hand in hand. When you make a decision, you have to.
If you want to look at it that way, sure. I just sometimes choose to prefer to see things in different ways.
Why, I'm sure it's much easier that way.
Sure.
But it's certainly not.
Oh, anyways, I guess we should go outside then.
Yes, and
Roll to go outside.
Pick the lock.
Initiative first. So,
and visit our old friend.
Right, maybe he's still alive.
Why wouldn't he?
I don't know, he seemed quite out of it. He seemed very on the brink with all he'd been drinking, you know.
Well, probably.
As far as we know, he would have been drinking for a while now.
Of course. But I meant like, I hope he's still alive with all the commotion that's going on outside, and he's drinking, you know.
Or we know he's the reason for all the commotion outside.
How
Just
do
some
you know?
drunk rampage.
Yeah, obviously.
Maybe. I mean, it could be, you know.
Well, I guess it's just more of a gang war.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just usual business.
Did Stumbleduck? Did you find out anything about his boy?
I wish.
Nothing.
No.
Nope. We'll have to see.
We should definitely do some research on what's going on,
And let the city
who's in
unchecked.
charge.
Oh.
I think maybe we should just step outside of the inn so we can actually see what's going on. I think that'd be the first step.
Yeah, sure.
So I go to the door and open it and go outside.
Okay.
What did I see?
Yeah.
You leave. You see different. Well, some people. Not a lot of people outside.
Okay.
But then you see like groups of people with like kind of some handkerchiefs around their arms or something wrapped around their arms with what is of one color and then of different colors and
So
shouting at each other or just punching each other out.
So we can kind of basically make our gang affiliation, okay. So I assume since we killed Armadillo that there might be a full-on gang war right now, maybe?
Yeah.
Well, crap. Do we really want to get involved in that?
Well, it's our fault.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's Armadillo's fault and
Well,
the gang's
we-
fault, but
well-
I can see the argument.
There
I mean,
was balance here and we disrupted it.
But I don't think it's good balance when there's a gang
Balance
leader
is-
ruling the city.
Okay,
Well, but
listen,
it's
balance is
worse
disrupted
now.
all the time, but it's not necessarily our responsibility.
I think it's good that it's disrupted if it's a gang leader ruling here.
Well, but it's gotten worse for the people.
Yes, but we can't exactly decide on a new head of a gang, and we can't just dissolve the gangs either. We don't have that power.
Yeah, we could.
Even
No,
if
we
it was,
can't.
even if it was a gang leader, there's still balance. Balance is still a kind of balance.
Then how do you suggest we
We unleashed
reincorporate balance into a gang fight?
Somebody must be responsible
stopped
for
the
the
fight.
city.
Well,
We stopped the fight.
But you don't think that it will just keep breaking out again and again?
No,
and
no,
again?
not if you do it the right way.
Well, what's the right way?
The right way would be to first do some research, find out who's in charge of what group, how many groups there are, who can we trust.
But do we have that time? And but I don't think we can really trust gang leaders.
No, I meant who can we trust to help us with the gang leaders. Someone should be in charge in this town.
yes, and that is the Duke.
But he
Yeah.
hasn't done anything about the gangs before either,
Yeah, and
so why
that's-
should he care now?
That's why we should do research if he's to be trusted or not. And if
Apparently
he is,
he's
he could
not.
be an ally. If
I don't
not,
think
we
he
have
is
to
since
do
he
it
hasn't done anything
ourselves.
beforehand.
Well, before there was a kind of balance, and
But there were still gangs making people miserable and he
I
didn't
don't
do
think
anything.
good. Well, apparently there was only one gang with Armadillo at the
I
top.
get the
I
other gangs
wouldn't think
already
so.
existed
That
before.
was just the main gang, I would assume. There's always more than one gang.
And you saw the people.
I don't think so.
There was balance. You just walked casually in a bar and killed someone.
That is
Yeah,
not
but-
balanced, that's true.
Yeah, but
That
we
is
started
balance.
something and now we have to finish
That is
it.
shitty balance.
Well, but now it's worse.
I don't.
I don't know. I didn't see anybody walking into an inn and kill people
Well,
randomly.
yeah, now they're just right out fighting everywhere.
At least they are fighting
I think
voluntarily.
fighting in a tavern is kind of just coming in there and shooting somebody is just as good as shooting them on the street, so that's also kind of everywhere. Because if a tavern isn't safe, okay, there's tavern brawls, people don't tend to get killed in taverns, so if a tavern isn't safe, nowhere is safe.
Daniel, DM question. Are the people just fighting each other, the gang people, or do they seem interested in other people as well?
Well, there are not a lot of other people outside.
Probably too scared.
Exactly.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, everybody hides
Do they-
inside when there's danger outside.
Well, we are in the open now. Do they seem interested in
Well,
us anyway?
I understood that you just opened the door and...
yeah, we're just
Yeah.
looking out right now.
we
Oh.
wouldn't just go outside, that's way too dangerous.
I thought you were actually going outside.
Oh no,
and
I
then we
opened
all-
the door and just go.
Ah, okay, fair.
We could have also gone to a window, but okay. I
Well,
went to
we'll-
the door.
We'll have to go outside sooner or later.
That's true.
So Mason, you'd suggest we just ignore all of this and do...
Not ignore it, but I suggest we don't try to fix it. We can investigate for sure, but there's no way we can fix this. We can't...
Yes, always a way.
We can't just put a new gang leader. That doesn't make sense. That is not our job, and I don't think we want to get involved with that. We also can't really disrupt this fight and make it not happen again, because people will always clamor for power.
Well, the way I'd stop something like this if I was still in my old business would be to, of course, research how many different splinter groups there are, who's in charge, and then take out everybody who's in charge. Not the whole gang. If you take out...
But
listen,
you realize we
had-
just took out somebody in charge, and now everybody's fighting for the place in charge.
Let me
just
finish.
replace those.
If you keep...
The thing is, we had one big group, right?
Yeah.
With Armadillo on top. We took him out, and now the seconds in command. They're now all going up the chain and want to take over this thing. But if we also take out them,
Then
it
what
will-
about the third in command?
Let me finish, please. Then the groups will break apart even further, and it will be so disorganized that the law can take over again. Because unorganized crime has no way to survive.
Unorganized crime is just random. It still happens.
Wait, but what do you mean by taking out the leaders?
He basically wants to figure out what the splinter groups are and take out their leaders.
Shouldn't we first just
Well,
look?
what do you mean by taking out?
Well, the best
Really?
thing would be to find something that drives them and uses against them.
You mean blackmail? We could also just turn them over to law, but I kind of don't think that they
Or we
care.
set a trap with the law and lock them up.
I just said I don't really think the law cares.
Well, I just think they had no other option before.
They have what?
They didn't have another option before, but now they do.
I think we should
Oh.
just talk with the Duke and see why this situation even happened before.
Yeah.
Why the gang could rule over this.
Yeah, as I
why he
said.
didn't intervene.
Yeah. We really need to do some research on this.
That seems like a good idea.
And I think... But how do we get to him? I don't think they'll just let us walk right in.
Why not?
Well, we're just a bunch of random people.
Yes,
We're
and he's
just
a
a
Duke, and
magic
he probably has some times and some appointments which can be made.
Well, I don't think they'll let us walk in while a
That's
gang war
his
is
job.
happening. But I imagine while a gang war is happening, he'll
We are
just
not
lock
his-
himself up.
We're not his people. He has no
Well, the
responsibility
Duke
to us.
is the Duke even in the city here?
I don't know. We
Why
don't
would
have
he?
any
I
information
don't
on
know
the
how big
topic.
is the city. Does it make sense if the Duke is in here, or is it just some support in that city?
It would make sense that he would
It's a big
possibly
city,
live,
right?
or maybe outside. It's not really.
Mhm.
Oh, a Duke should be there for his people.
Maybe they'll let us
Yeah,
in if
you-
we have
Has more
proof.
than one city, maybe.
We have proof that we killed Armadillo, so maybe that'll be enough for them to let us in.
What proof do we have?
This amulet.
Oh,
Well, the crown was specifically for the Duke of the
Ah.
city, so...
I remember.
Yeah, also maybe our goldsmith friend can help us with that. He seems
maybe
to be
we
in contact
can.
with,
Maybe we can do the
with the
delivery.
crown.
Maybe we can ask him to make the delivery, so we basically get a direct way
Yeah,
there.
if he didn't already deliver it.
Oh.
Or maybe someone comes to pick it up. Well, let's just go ask him. Does he live in his shop or? Because I'm not sure if he's open business right now.
Let's go check. We don't know.
We can
probably
easily
doesn't-
ask the bartender.
Probably doesn't live in his shop, since he said he went home before his
Oh,
assistant.
yeah, I remember, yeah.
Mm.
So we have to find out where he lives.
Or let's just go to the shop, see
Yeah,
what the
mhm.
opening times are. Like normal people.
I'm not sure if he'll open up while a gang war is happening.
We don't know that. It's not on this street, and the fight is happening on this street.
Yeah, well, I'll think
He was in like a little side street.
we could just check it out.
And it just happened today, so there might be a chance.
Let's go over there and check it out.
Yes.
Hopefully without getting beaten up by gang members.
Yeah, we beat them up.
A fist fight isn't really my métier.
So we're going to the goldsmith.
Yeah.
Yeah, the innkeeper lets you out. Or closes the door behind you.
And locks it up.
Yeah. And you make your way through You sometimes are looked at by the gang people, maybe chased a little bit, but not really anything happens.
As in they follow us, but lose interest.
After a while, yeah.
Okay. Sure.
You're just an inconspicuous magic bunch.
I mean, normal thugs wouldn't attack the people who have weapons on them.
Yeah. I
We have no reason to actively attack them.
Yeah, and they
Let's just go.
have no reason to attack us
Exactly.
if we have weapons, and that might be dangerous for them.
So we go there. Since you're nothing, I assume nothing happens. Is he open?
You get there and the shop looks kind of empty.
I try the door.
You open the door and it feels like something is in front of the door, blocking it.
Okay. So it doesn't have a glass pane?
No.
Okay.
So, like, it's barricaded.
So it feels like it's barricaded?
I imagine the information of where he lives should be somewhere in his papers, right?
I kind of assume that he may be inside because it would be hard to barricade and then
Exactly.
Hello?
It's not
I
locked.
know.
No, it's
Okay, it's
like
blocked. Okay.
something is in front of the
It's
door.
blocked from the inside. And last I remember there wasn't really a different way out.
So let's knock.
I already knocked. Hello! Knock knock. It's
Yeah.
us. We helped you. Hello.
Go away.
No, we'd like to talk. Open up.
Just.
Come on, don't be a
I
stranger.
don't have anything you can steal.
We don't want to steal from you. You know us. Come on. Open up.
Who are you?
We helped you with your crown. We're friends. The whole Billy thing with yeah. Come on, knock your brain, old man.
It wasn't Billy. It was I don't know.
Josh?
What was the name of his
Jack!
assistant? Jack.
We're the people who help with Jack.
Jack. Yeah.
Jack, yeah.
Yes. Yes, I opened it. It's a little too heavy for me. I can't really open it.
Well, can we kick the door in?
Hurry!
Alright.
Hurry up.
Which one of us has the highest strength, people?
Well, he's the only one not negative.
Can't do it as a group.
We all kick in the door. Okay, sure.
My duck has a strength of 14.
Then Jack is the
Inspiration. Bardic
strongest.
inspiration.
20.
Nice.
Wait, with
natural?
No, not natural.
With
but-
bardic inspiration. I'm gonna play a little jingle.
Ooh!
Okay,
I
nice.
forgot
A
my
19.
jingle. Oh.
23.
A 19 minus 2, so a 17.
10.
12.
Yeah, okay, it opens up.
Hey there. What's up, cowboy?
Like, it's like
Hello.
you're pushing, but the other two ones just like push it open. Like, what? Never felt that strong.
Let's verify the door again once we're inside. We basically, I think, just pushed.
And you come inside. It's really dark in there. No lights is turned
Dark
on or
vision.
anything.
Sir, turn on the light, man.
Dark vision.
I have dark vision as well before the others.
But okay, those who have dark, you see his face is really punched in. Some teeth are missing.
Oh, what happened to you? We don't have Atria with us. Sorry about that, but thanks.
I use produce flame to light up the room a bit.
Oh yeah, I have dancing eyes as well.
Now you can see the colors like yellow and blue as faces.
Did they outside do that?
After you left, some Castillo guys came over.
Do we want to lock the door again, maybe?
Yeah, I already said that we should push
barricaded.
it against it. Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some things up again.
Yeah, okay. You can do that.
Wait, so when
I cast Cure Wounds on him.
when did
Let me look. And I cast Cure Wounds.
when did this happen?
It's a d6. Whatever.
Today or a few days ago?
Yeah, yes.
2d4? I think. No, right. But
Yesterday after you left, if you are yes.
Let me fix this. Cure Wounds.
And you reach for his head.
Yes.
1d8 plus spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, whatever. He doesn't have that much HP anyway.
Probably 2.
No, I was about to say.
I mean, it looks better, but it still looks like
Shit.
yeah. I mean, teeth don't grow back.
But it shouldn't hurt them anymore that much.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
Did
you.
they take the crown? Do you still have it?
I still have it.
Good.
They just asked me what I told you.
Oh. Alright.
I tried to not tell them, but
What did you tell them?
that you asked about Castillo
Oh.
and so on.
That's why they came
You
back
asked
early.
about some kind of library.
Oh no.
Well, they couldn't burn down the library. It's pretty useless.
No, not the library. The guy. We should check on our guy.
No, we didn't find the information about the guy here. We found it
Okay.
at the library. So they have to go 2 steps before they get to him.
Wait,
Still, I would.
did you talk to the librarian about
No,
John Castillo?
no, I don't think
Still,
so.
if we found
He was-
this guy,
The only thing I
They
asked
might
him
also
was
find
about where. Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. well, my character would have known that.
Yes, exactly.
Do you mind?
but no, like I'm saying, if we were able to get to him, maybe they also found a way to him. So we should check on him just to be sure.
Well,
That's, I mean, they were able to find Billy in the first
Exactly.
place to
well,
kidnap him,
well,
so-
but I think the one who was looking after all of that was Castillo, and he's not in charge anymore. And I don't think they really care about us
he
right
will
now.
still have lackeys that were very faithful. to
Yeah,
him.
but they won't
I
care
think
about
they
us.
know where he is because
we
they
don't know that.
kidnapped Billy from his toilet.
Let's just be
Exactly.
safe
Um,
because they seem to care quite a lot.
I'm very sorry we brought you into this mess.
Yeah, our bad.
Yes.
But we were actually here for a purpose. The crown. You were making it for the Duke, right?
I was polishing it, yes.
Are you
For
done?
the great festivities tomorrow. She's that those won't be happening.
They're cancelled.
What kind
Well,
of
not as no, well, not with this thing happening. Yeah.
what kind of festivities would those have been?
The festivity of the coldest day of the year normally, and it's tomorrow, and we like to the end of winter.
Okay.
Where, like, it's getting warmer again after that thing.
So the Duke must be around if the festivities were supposed to be that soon.
Yes, into the north and at his place.
Could you tell us where this place is? We could deliver the crown for you.
I threw up my map illusion. Where on this map?
To the north, you can't reach it.
Okay, would someone have picked up the crown, or would you have delivered it yourself?
Someone would pick it up, but I don't know if they would come into the city like this.
Did you want us to deliver it for you?
Yeah, you could do that, I guess.
I mean, we've proven that we're reliable, so we'll take care of it.
Also, it's our fault you're in this mess right now.
It's
So
not like I have anything to live
We'll
in
do it on the
for.
house. But how about you keep it here for now? We come back, get it later, and check on our guy first.
yeah.
You shan't worry about being attacked by those people anymore.
Yeah. Why are there so many out there right now?
Well, they won't be interested in you.
Okay. Well, you were here again. They're asking things about me again.
Well,
I told you.
well, but it was about Castillo, and well, he's not in charge anymore. So
Why not?
He is
Something happened. Let's just leave it at that. He won't be bothering you.
Okay.
let's just say temperaments got quite hot.
Yeah. Nice.
Then again, the people that worked for Castillo probably know that this man has the crown, so if they wanted the crown now, no one would stop them, especially not Don Castillo.
Yeah, let's just take it with us right now. I guess it's safer with us. I mean, if we are gonna deliver it anyways.
What about the man?
I'd feel bad for him if he got hurt. Maybe we should escort him home.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he's not our responsibility, but it would go on our shoulders if he got hurt again because of us.
Is there any hint in your shop to to where you live, where you spend your nights?
Hint?
Do you take notes?
Can you be traced back to your home, basically?
Yes. Thank you.
I don't think so.
Alright. We'll take you home. We'll take the crown with us, so that in case somebody comes for it, you won't get hurt. Is that okay with you?
Yes. But I do not live in this part of town. I live in the worn down part of town.
That's fine.
Could be problematic there.
We'll make it happen.
well, we could also just bring him to the tavern.
That's true.
Then there's someone looking out for him.
Show me the way then.
I can take the crown. I just put it into my duck. It's safe in there.
While you're doing that, I mean, I assume you're doing that already. I'm going to take care of the barricade and move it off again. We're just going to skip the bringing him part and stuff and just leave again. Okay.
It's pretty much the same stuff again. Some people looking at you while you're outside and they see like you have a mechanical dog with you, some swords. They better leave you alone.
Yeah, okay,
So
fair.
you can leave
I think we wanted to go to the library next and check up on our lying friend.
Oh no, I'm not the librarian.
I'm not sure that's necessary.
Don't we want to go to Keller and then directly to the Dew and ignore the library?
Well, I don't really care if anything happens to him. So
You really haven't had an effect on you guys.
Well, either way, if something happened to him or not, he wouldn't be in any more danger right now.
do we just bring Keller here too?
Why Keller?
He is a bit outside of the city, right? So Keller
Because
was
he'll
not
just
in the
get
city
to
directly.
run
wasn't
here
he?
to
He was in the city, but it's a little bit further from the tavern.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like a little bit on the land outside.
No, that's where we buried Ben.
That's where our graveyard is.
bring Ben!
Didn't you guys bury 2 people?
Yeah, no, we
No,
buried
we-
Ben and then Jack we gave to his
We brought him to his
dad.
dad after his mom turned out to be a total bitch.
Yeah. So many funerals.
Yeah. Okay, let's check on him. So, not the librarian, but first on
Okay.
Keller.
I mean, the only reason we wanted to check on the librarian was because he could have led them to Keller, so we can just skip him.
I think they know where Keller is because Castillo's people were at Keller and kidnapped Ben.
Well, that's 2.
Bill there.
Yeah, so we'll check on Keller.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain that they either spoke to the librarian or to the Druids, but more certainly the librarian.
Yeah.
Because people don't tend to question or threaten healers, I believe.
Well, the one time he should have lied, he didn't.
On to Keller then.
Off we go.
We go outside the door.
Yeah.
We close the door. We go to Keller.
Well, again, you see some people on the street being punched. You see like a group of 5 people punching into one.
Okay, we ignore it. We go further and
this is our fault. All of this is our fault.
knock on Keller's door.
Yes, I'm coming! I'm coming!
Knock, knock, knock.
You find him there?
Can I cast dancing lights into their faces so that they're blinded so the guy can escape?
Wait, no, we're at the door already.
Skipped it.
Oh no! Okay, anytime I see that, I would like to cast dancing lights, okay?
Over there.
Okay.
If I see anybody being beat down, just like dancing lights.
I want my duck then.
Flash grenade.
Wait, so are we going back to the moment where we're outside?
No.
No, we're
Okay.
there. I'm just saying that while we're on our way there, every single time I see somebody beating up somebody else, I just cast dancing lights into their faces so they're stunned for a second so the other guy can get away.
But then I want my duck to
Thank you,
roll at
Mason.
them.
No prob.
And bark. Yeah.
I
my
don't
duck
like
can
seeing
bark.
violence as much as you don't.
I'm going to the door. You see a totally drunk Keller in front of you.
I guess he's fine.
Hello,
He looks
sir.
fine, like always.
How you doing, my man?
See you for a while.
You saw us yesterday.
Yes, a while.
Yeah, give me some wine.
Didn't you have a deal like you only drink in company?
Yeah, we did. You broke our deal. How could you do that to me, Killer? You're not
there was
supposed
someone
to.
there,
You're
I
not
remember
supposed to
was-
drink without me. Remember?
You can't just betray your drinking buddies like that.
If you do this again, I will have to take the wine from you.
I don't give you my wine.
Oh, you're not gonna give it to me. I'm gonna take it from you.
Nice wine ray.
Or we will just lock it away in your own house. But you have to stay sober.
I have all the keys.
We will take that key. Come on, Keller. How you doing?
You will not take that key from me.
I pat him on the back. I will.
Not to take my keys from me.
I will take one key from you. The one to your wine cellar.
The key to the
We are
shop.
having an intense stare down.
No, I don't have a wine cup.
You have some room with wine.
My
in it.
name is Keller.
Übereinander sprechen und so.
Yeah, it is.
And I have wine.
So
There's
Keller.
no wine, Keller.
Keller, get us some wine. That will be your last wine for today before we leave again.
I've got a question. Have you noticed the gang war outside?
I think it's fine.
I
Oh.
am preoccupied.
A good reason to drink.
But maybe barricade the door.
I have another question. Could we go out inside now?
Yeah, come inside, come inside.
I get some glasses and some wine for all of us.
And he
I
starts to like throw wine bottles in front of the door. Like it goes down a little bit and he throws like wine bottles. That's barricade. They will have fun when they come in.
It's fine.
Keller home alone.
So where were you? You went to the outhouse and then you were gone.
We were dealing with an armadillo infestation.
We have armadillos in this region.
Yeah,
Exactly, we don't have any armadillos in this region.
Because of us, thank us. There's no more armadillos thanks to
If
us.
armadillos would live here, it wouldn't be an infestation.
No. Well, maybe. No.
See, armadillos don't live here
Not anymore.
naturally.
Okay, and why is there people out there?
Those guys were just real big armadillo fans, and no,
What?
And they punch each other?
they miss all their pet armadillos.
Oh my god.
I'm still not sure
Raven.
about your attitude
I
towards
don't-
the truth.
I don't think this metaphor works anymore.
No, it does
I
not.
don't think it's even a metaphor.
You have overstepped the boundary of this metaphor working in any kind of way.
Not even a metaphor!
Let's just say that
Right.
this city's balance has been unhinged, and now people of all kinds want to give it their own grasp at the power of world control.
Yes. Like John Castillo when he came here.
Sorry?
Like John Castillo a few months ago.
What about John Castillo?
I need to go. I mean, it was a lot of chaos and they took over.
Well,
Yeah.
wasn't there a Duke back then?
Your Duke doesn't really seem to care, does he?
Yeah, well, he didn't have the poorest region of the city control. And there people were dying like flies.
Alright.
Yeah.
Who-
So I wanted to drink something.
But where did this Castillo come from?
I don't know, he grew up here, I think.
And then he suddenly, was able to seize control.
Yes.
How?
I don't know. I'm just a man.
Well, you mentioned chaos.
Some months or some years ago.
Was there chaos before he was in control, or?
No, in the normal parts of Serena, but in the poor city part.
So no chaos in The Witcher.
Yeah, the important parts, as people say. Now, who wanted to drink wine with me?
It's not really a time for drinking.
Well, happy times not to drink and sad times not to drink. One of those two things are.
Well, it's a time to get working, and you can't work drunk, obviously.
I can show you.
Well, maybe you would have done a better job at finding out what was happening if you weren't drunk all the time.
Out of my house!
What?
All of you, out.
Why? We were just about to share a glass of wine.
I'm not going to have people berate me like this.
I did not berate you.
Saying that I killed my wife.
That's not what I
Because
said.
I was drunk. I wasn't drunk before my wife died.
What?
That's not what I said.
Said I could have done better work. Figured out how to
better
rescue my wife.
Better research.
Yeah, I did research to save my wife.
I think he was talking about.
Nathan, I think
other
you took
women.
a step too far there. Nobody has had enough research as of now to cure the Black Room, so I think that's quite the accusation you're making. It's quite unfounded, and I can understand his rage.
And we didn't even look
Very sorry,
what to
sir.
find out. Yeah.
You have all overstayed your welcome. Please, leave.
Alright, guys, we should go. If you need something, you can find us at the... What was our inn called?
Chop tree.
You can find us at the Chop Tree. Let's go.
The Duke, then.
Yeah.
After the Duke. Raven,
Watch out for the. Watch out for the wine bottle shards.
Sometimes people need harsh words.
But we don't know that he killed his wife.
I didn't say that. I said maybe he would be doing better research right now if he wasn't drunk.
It sounds like a really hard accusation.
He is drunk.
Yes.
But he is
because
still doing
he
well.
is desperate because his wife died.
Yeah, but we went through his work. Don't you see how it would have been better if he wasn't drunk while doing it?
There is still a lot of work though. Imagine him doing that much work while he's drunk. I don't think he could do that.
Yeah, and that's what
He did
pisses
this
me
work
off so
before
hard.
he was drunk.
Imagine
Idiot!
Imagine what this genius could have done if he wasn't drunk.
But
he did all this before he was drunk. Didn't you look at the thing?
Yeah, and that's why I said he could be doing better work right now if he wasn't drunk right now.
The word
I wasn't talking about when his wife was still alive.
What we're trying to tell you is that you should have been more empathetic. We can understand. We cannot understand how much pain he must be in after losing his wife, so we shouldn't tell him what he can or cannot do, whether or not he should drown his pain.
He's not the only one who's lost someone.
Well, of course not.
We all did. Are we drinking right now?
Of course not, but you can understand that he might react badly to that and that you might have to show some people a bit more sympathy because not everybody can just...
I did. When we were here first, I did. I did try to help him. I was the one who said we should help him. But he just threw all of that away. And just got drunk again.
You can't help somebody who doesn't want help.
No.
You have to accept that.
But that doesn't stop me from trying.
Of course not, but if you keep trying, these things will happen. And it's not...
Outside.
Yeah, it is not wrong to keep trying, but you have to see when it's futile and when it's not.
I wouldn't suspect such a discussion in front of him.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we are outside, right? He kicked us out.
Yeah, like, I think it's a very noble cause to keep trying to help, but you have to understand that in some mindsets, people can't accept the help. So maybe we need to try to get him there first before we try to actually help him the way we would like to.
Yeah, I guess you're
So
right.
baby steps.
I guess you're right.
Yes.
So let's go to the Duke.
Maybe he comes down.
That was really well put, Mason.
Thanks. I try. As much as I don't seem like it, I try sometimes.
Well, on your way to, well, you would go to the north, to Patalia, in the direction of Patalia, but you're still in the city. While going north, well, you find some people punching one guy.
Dancing lights, dancing lights, dancing lights.
Do a sleight of hand.
Why do I have to do a sleight of hand? I'm just doing it like...
So, you say the words, do the movement.
Thing is, I would do it like from a slight distance, and since they're busy punching each other, I just want to flash them to like get them off each other. Do I have to do sleight of hand for that?
If you want to hide that it's you that's casting, you do.
Okay, then I'm gonna do sleight of hand just to get just so I don't get us in trouble.
Well, the casting is quite obvious if you don't try to hide it.
Okay. Sleight of hand is Jax. Oh, come on.
I think that's a failure.
Yeah, it is. Oh man.
It's an 8?
8. What is up with me rolling every single session?
Well, they're like, for a moment, ugh! And the guy crawls away and runs away and, that bitch was it!
Sorry.
And
My
5
bad.
dogs are coming.
Moving
in your
on.
direction.
You don't want to mess with us, you won't survive that.
I
Go
let
your
my
way.
I let my duck just
Okay.
growl at them.
Can I try to...
Intimidating.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do too.
Okay, I would say that's an help action, so...
Okay.
I'll go with advantage then. Okay.
You sure you want to attack us?
It's a combat duck.
That's a 23.
They're kind of slowing down a little bit. What the hell are you people?
I cast thaumaturgy to let my voice increase again.
Okay.
And I do the same thing I did last time. I jam my quarterstaff into the ground to hear to let the bells ring, shouting, "You might not want to come. You might want to keep your distance."
Okay, let's go back. You're hearing. Free me. Well, everyone is dong, dong, dong.
Wait, do I not hear the dong?
Do you hear the dong too?
Okay.
Dong dong.
Yeah.
I hear the dong and the free me. Okay.
Maybe it's a dong.
That sounds so weird.
Maybe the dong is causing the dong.
Maybe there's something in the dong that wants to be freed.
Let your dong break.
Let it out.
So I'm basically.
Let it out.
I'm basically calling out loud. You might not want to come any close. What was it? Oh, you might want to keep your distance, and then be like, what? As if I'm doubting my own words, even though I'm just listening to the voice.
They like look at you angrily and turn around and run away.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
By all means, don't apologize.
I'll be more careful next time.
I guess all of us combined can be quite intimidating.
Of
That was
course.
quite a bit of teamwork.
Yeah. Nice swooping from your duck, Stumbleduck.
Really intimidating, even nature.
It is.
Did you intend to build a barking duck, or did you want to make a dog and just failed like halfway through?
I didn't fail.
Honestly, though, like ducks,
All intentional.
ducks by themselves are just so creepy and like.
It was an
intimidating,
idea of my little son. Yeah, he loved it, and I improved a bit on it. So.
You move further to the north, and you see a big procession going on after a while on the big street you're walking on.
I think I'm trying to get a little bit closer
Yeah,
to
let's
see
get a
what's
bit
going
closer.
on.
Okay.
I take my seeds out of my ears again.
You all see like a lot of people wearing black and a casket,
This looks like
casket
him.
up in front,
Oh.
and they're like
Yeah.
moving.
Is it Jack?
Who died?
Our Kita. Evita? Sorry. That was a-
These people seem well off? Like they would be like from a Jew family?
No.
Or are they commoners?
Armadillo. Just a guess.
Okay.
What other important person died recently?
I think it's a reasonable guess.
Oh, Jack died.
Jack the Goat.
Now that,
Well, we
now that
already
you're kind
know
of
Jack.
getting out of the city, you're like behind them, kind of, or
I like
I would
the way
suppose
this
you're
looks.
like a little bit in the group.
With the
You
snow,
can't really
like,
see what's going on.
But it always falls
Did
out.
we recognize anyone?
You recognize anyone? This is a perfect.
It's hard
memory.
because like the important people you may recognize are in the front and you can't see their faces because you see the back of their heads. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe we should follow them just to see what they are up to.
Do they look like they are from a mafia?
Do they all have like tear-shaped tattoos?
Do they look mafia-ish?
Because they all have like cool black hat.
Well, after like a mile out of the city, they turn right, and there's like a stage and people sit down, and there's like a pre-made hole where Armadillo. Well, first of all, Armadillo is like put up in an open casket,
Oh.
No, that's tasteless.
and a young man with
With eyes that are still solid.
well, if you want to look how he looks, you can roll. You can try to look into there and roll perception.
Sure.
Net 20.
Okay.
Sure.
Glass eyes are in his sockets, and his black hand is missing.
His hand is missing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like you only see the stump.
Does it look like it's cut off or?
Just see that, yeah, pretty much cut off. And you see a young man.
I will revenge the death of my father.
Like black hair, reddish tips, and he's reading out a eulogy, and he's this words are the words my father wanted me to.
Oh no.
He wanted me to read out loud when he died. When I grew up in the city, it was chaos where the poor people were. No control over anything. After my parents were killed one night from some thugs, I decided no one would be killed in the city without my word. So I took it over. So the chaos would end and not people wouldn't die for anything. People will be only killed if I say so. There would be a reason for people dying.
I want to be an adventurer.
What's their reason for them?
You close and the casket is closed and put into a hole and let down.
Well, he seems to have started out with good intentions.
He was a bad guy, but I don't really think anybody deserves to be put in the ground prematurely.
Well, I guess.
He didn't deserve this, no one does.
Oh.
But he certainly wasn't a saint.
Good
No,
entry isn't
obviously
here.
not.
I guess
Didn't deserve it.
I guess power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
I like how we are all such pacifists. We're not gonna kill
Power
anybody.
doesn't corrupt. Power reveals.
Knowledge reveals. And knowledge is power.
Man, I've never played a murder hobo
So
campaign.
power reveals. QED.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
Is that
Other people go into the. The boy had like a blue
Where do you have the end?
handkerchief around his arm.
Somewhere on
What about the other people? What kind of handkerchiefs do they have?
Most of them blue, actually. I mean, no other color is attending.
So we can assume that the blue handkerchiefs means they're on Armadillo's side.
Or at least one of his legacies.
How many other colors have we seen?
You have seen
Yellow, I believe.
yellow and blue. Yellow, blue, and red.
Okay. So right now we can confirm 3 fractions.
Oh,
Normally,
no,
like, the
shit.
red ones were the ones that were kicking the people who were alone. And stuff
Shit, I just realized they are literally Pokemon Go players.
And
The worst kind.
That's why they're taking this so serious.
Other people take the stage. Do you want to keep on listening or move on?
No, let's go. I don't really think we need to be
And
here.
I think we are quite.
I don't
well,
think we should be
what's
here.
running there?
I mean, I'd like to wait for a few seconds just to make certain that what they say doesn't have any more value in going forward.
Okay.
We should.
And I don't want them to see me.
Nobody saw us killing him, but we are the logical suspects.
We are the new guys there. He searched for us.
And the guy
And he
locked
died right after
Yeah,
we
yeah,
came there.
and the guy they locked up to get us out of the city was gone after he was killed. So it's not really a hard conclusion to make.
Well, if you're going to keep talking, I can't make certain that what they say won't be important.
I think we should keep moving.
Let's give Telok his few minutes to listen. There's no harm in it. But let's not stay for too long. Otherwise they might see us.
I mean, we can go if you want to.
No, you do yours. It's good.
I just thought Wave and you in particular would be interested in
Well, of course.
any information we can find.
Yeah, well. You persuaded me, let's stay a
Mason no
little
longer has a
longer.
tail now.
I can't resist a little
I
bit
like
of
the
knowledge.
miniature without the tail better anyways.
Do you listen or not?
We listen.
We stay.
Yes,
Okay.
I persuaded him with my -1 modifier.
After a while, you figure out.
Well.
You hear
Nothing.
that you kind of figure out that the brother of John Castillo is the Fredo Castillo is the leader of the Yellow Ones,
Okay.
and his
Those Castellos.
daughter's husband, which is the
Mm-hmm.
what do you call that?
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law, exactly. His son-in-law is the red handkerchief.
So it's basically a
people.
family war. God damn it.
They're like all the time, like they are breaking up the family, and we have to pull it back together.
Essentially they're breaking up the family to establish power because everybody wants to slice of power. God damn these people. Why couldn't they just make peace? God.
Well, it's logical. The sun is the next one.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's
the
just how it
son-in-law.
works.
Well, that depends on culture, actually.
Yeah.
If we hear about who
But
the
I don't
leaders are,
Know the culture
we-
where it's the son-in-law.
Well, actually,
if we hear who the leaders are, do we get any information about why they were split up and if there was any specific motivation behind?
Power. They want to run the city.
Well, kind of like the son-in-law is the son-in-law of the oldest daughter, and the oldest daughter is the oldest child, so he thinks he is. And the other one is the brother of John, so he thinks he is.
Yeah. The just. That's why you make a testament.
Well,
Maybe he didn't expect to die so soon.
Exactly.
Well, I have a testament because I have kids, and with kids you always need to make
Yeah.
a testament.
But yeah, now people are starting like to.
Did the
things like this are
This
why I
was-
set mine up when I was 10.
did the son
I had mine when I was 5. I made my first little toy.
did the son seem confident in what he said, or
Well, he was maybe starting 20, so there was some weakness kind of in his voice and so on, but
yeah? But
he seemed kind of just really.
did he have that kind of determination
Yeah.
to him?
I have a
Okay.
You see that his determination is like real, but you're not sure if he can pursue it.
Two things.
Okay.
Does he have an amulet? And does he have... can I see his hands?
Roll perception.
I had a net 20.
You have to look at Castillo.
And then a 9 plus something. Plus 4. That's 3, that's 12, that's 16.
Well, he has. You don't see any amulet, and he has gloves on. Everyone has gloves on. It's not that warm because it's like the middle of winter.
Did you tell us about the missing hand in the corpse?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, on the corpse, no. But I can tell you, yeah, the head is missing. Wow, they cut it off.
Like the procession is starting to end right now.
And I think we keep moving.
That's our cue.
That's exactly. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Don't wanna kill another one. And we only killed Castillo. We didn't kill anyone else there. We've stabilized them.
Yeah.
And we left them there to tell all who did it.
So they know pretty much who we are.
Maybe we should start hiding our faces.
Oh, I can actually cast disguise self. Should have prepared it.
I have some disguises on person actually, so some physical disguises.
I can hide a duck. But I think they might recognize a duck.
Another 3-4 hours. On the right hand side you see like after 3-4 hours it starts like to get stone again in the street. It was like just some gravel. And then to the right hand the stone goes up into like a bigger fortress. It's like grey stone walls, and in the middle you see like
some really big enemies with killing him.
Would anybody like a tail?
It should. Personally, I find the thought of it interesting.
I mean, you can try it on.
I heard it's great for balance.
Yes.
and hanging on things.
Exactly.
Well,
There's 1 centimeter of balance in my hand right now.
it doesn't seem like it's
Way more than 1 centimeter.
it's flexible, really.
I mean,
Well, I guess it's like a +1 on dexterity, so.
Maybe.
Are you sure?
The character says
might be more like
falling.
Or just expertise in acrobatics, maybe.
I think it might be more like +0 point.
yeah.
It's a +10 charisma. Usually.
Depends on the size.
Okay, what do you do?
We go
I
to
think
the
it's
Duke, right?
reasonable that this is the Duke's.
Well,
I think it's reasonable that this is the Duke's.
Oh, we are already there? Okay.
Well, he described the fortress that we see on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable. So, our plan is to get in there and discuss the situation with the Duke. I get it. That should be easy. I hope. It should be easier to discuss it with the Duke than discuss it with some mafia boss. So, let's go in.
Well, you make your way there and you see like golden gates.
He seems witch.
And yes, there are like 2 soldiers in front, plain white, like pearl white plate armor with like golden insignia.
Do they have a handkerchief on them?
No.
Okay.
And is it yellow,
Just make
blue,
certain.
That would have been troublesome.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
The Duke is wearing one.
What? Play the teams, man! Play the teams!
Fight me, this is my arena.
I'm the boss of this arena. I hold it for 5 weeks now. Uncontested.
Well, you don't have your shapeshifter.
We have another shapeshifter.
Yeah, but not that good.
You mean a ditto? Okay, we're going way too into this.
Well, I have a duck I can send to fight.
Yes, we do have a duck, Mr. Stumbleduck.
Just mean if we wanna
Okay,
capture
yeah.
the arena.
We are approaching the guards.
One of them, when you come closer, is like a really tall, flat, thin, and the other one is like a smaller, fatter one. And the smaller.
You call them flat and thin?
It's just
Smaller and fatter one.
so
Fat, not flat.
so cliche.
Hey! How can we help you?
Is that the small one?
What?
Small one, yeah.
Can you speak in the language we understand, please?
How can we help you?
Oh, okay. We'd like to talk to the Duke. We have something for him.
With those weapons?
What?
With those weapons we want to talk.
What weapons? We barely have anything.
I don't know.
I'm just carrying a huge sledgehammer on my side, but hey, we got another weapon.
If you come inside, we will have to ask you to not leave for the next day.
Why is that?
Because of information we don't want to
What
Leave.
kind of believe?
leave the city, this fortress.
And tomorrow it can leave the fortress?
I can't tell you anymore.
That does not make sense,
Well,
sir.
I guess staying there for a day is
I mean,
fine, isn't it?
I think we want to stay anyway.
I am a
because
little
it's-
bit wary of what they're saying. It sounds a little bit fishy.
I'm sure we can come to some kind of agreement. If push comes to shove, we can send Witcher for Atria.
Alright, sure, we'll do your deal.
Open the gates.
Very good. Well, no, it's like this kind of case.
Yeah, still.
When you step in and the gates are slowly closed behind you, you see about 300, 400 men just dressed as those ones, some on horses, parading in front of the fortress.
How many?
Hmm?
How many?
300, 400.
And they're about to attack us or what?
You're not going to leave the
Alright.
next
Take
day.
charge, wall initiative.
You won't be able to leave until tomorrow. Or ever!
TPK, 5th session.
You can leave tomorrow in a
Ambulance.
coffin.
It's not a TPK.
Well, come with me. Come
Daniel,
with
you're
me.
not gonna TPK us right after I got a miniature, right?
Can't be TPK, we have Adria. I want to play Billy next.
Billy, the old guy, and the average
Yes.
The new team, what happened? Let's investigate.
Oh, I want to play Keller.
I'm gonna
And John Keller says, yeah, and John Keller, like,
We need a fifth party
That's-
member.
that's
He'll
too
just
much.
take over Richard.
That's like,
That will just be like, we are the random bunch. The other guys just died.
We are the leftovers.
Yeah.
Okay, we follow them.
yeah, okay.
Does it take
You-
our weapons?
No, they're not really afraid of you.
Okay.
I mean,
Just
they
because
have
the gods,
300, 400.
Yeah, but the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lead you into the. It's like they open the door. It's like when you get to the palace, it's like made of marmor.
Marmor. Wait, no, marble.
Yeah.
That's how you-
Marble, exactly.
Marbles.
Marmor.
Yeah, out of Mormons.
So many Mormon skulls everywhere.
In style, right?
He opens the door. It's like the floor is out of marble, and it's like a red satin rug on the floor.
He's got style. I could make a scarf out of this rug.
I know
Leading to
somebody
a-
who
You
loves
shouldn't.
gold and marble. Please, don't let
No,
it be.
no, that's further south.
This room reminds me of the old sanctuary, and it appears to be just the front hall.
And yeah, they open. There's like a bigger, dark, made of like mahogany.
Mahogany.
Mahogany, goddammit.
Mahogany.
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 Wood. And they open
It's
the door
mahogany, not mahogany.
Mahogany.
there's like a man sitting there with long black hair.
Stylish.
He kind of has like a sunglass type of thing.
One glass?
No, sunglasses. Yeah.
Edgy.
And he has like two belts on. And you
So
see-
is he emo?
He looks like he has puts way too much. His hair look like really wet, and he has like a.
I want to
Crown
ask
on
him
his
when the
head.
last time he showered was, but I'm probably
crown?
not going to do that.
What, a crow?
A crown.
Oh,
Hey, we got a
Hello.
better
we
crown.
got another one.
Hey, we got a better crown for you.
How are you people?
Okay.
Don't use
Does
that.
somebody else want to do the talking? I feel like he's winking at me.
But
He sounds like he's winking.
how can I help you?
We've got the delivery for you.
Okay. What are you delivering?
Stumbledock. Take it out.
Wait a second. And I open my jug. I go inside. I search for the crown. I go outside. A newly made crown.
Just crawl up right in there.
Way up its spot. And I come out with the crown and show it to him. A newly made crown for you.
Polished.
Oh, yeah.
Really polished.
Newly
Polished.
Yes,
Oh,
man.
it's only polished.
I have crown. So what are you here for?
He sounded like he said, I have grass.
I have crown.
We
That's
actually wanted to discuss the situation of the city if you have time for us.
Yes. We take over city.
What?
What?
Can somebody translate?
You are in control of the city, right?
Well, it's my city.
But he's not in control.
No.
You're going to take control? Is that what you wanted to say?
It's
You didn't see the people out there?
Oh, he's gonna raid the city, guys.
Well, seems like a plan.
No, because
What
a
do
lot
you-
of civilians.
What
are
do you
gonna-
have in mind? What do you want to do with the city? Because we came from the
We
city.
take
It
the
seems
city.
like it's a bit chaotic there.
Yeah, we take the city over and yeah, we
But when?
have
How-
the city and take taxes.
Do
How,
you want to raid the city? It's your city.
how do
I
you
imagine he's
plan?
only gonna
How
attack.
do you plan on taking
the
back
mafia
control of
guys.
your city?
They are quite easy to identify right now, so
I kill everyone.
You
I just
kill.
kill everyone who's in control.
Do you know who's in control?
I have my information.
How many civilian deaths do you think there are gonna be?
But
Have you even thought about the civilian
Balance.
deaths?
well,
If you
yes,
just go in
the
and
more
raid
civilian
this,
deaths, the less taxes later on.
that's bad for you.
it's not.
Yeah, that's why the less civilian deaths is better for me.
Yes.
You didn't get
We just go there, beat them up,
You're gonna
they
beat up.
die.
Didn't you get any taxes until now?
John Castillo paid some taxes.
Oh.
Oh my god, stupid.
His face.
Okay, I have an idea. You don't. I'm sorry to say this. I'm not trying to call you incompetent, but you don't really seem to like.
How could you do this to me?
Oh my god, you're doing the guy from the room. You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
No, that's different. Hi, people.
Kill me. Okay, so since you don't really seem to I think it's a bad idea to just send in a bunch of men to beat everybody up. How about you share your intel with us and we take out the people in charge, or we deal with them, so that there's less casualties.
Was weird. No.
Well, we could just set a trap.
Exactly. We could
How can I trust you?
we could bring them into custody.
Well,
We're not telling him we killed John Castillo, okay?
What?
I whispered that, but I did it loudly, so it's bothering.
Okay. Yes, observe feet. No.
No.
and expertise. I mean,
Don't you think the people might get nervous when a whole army rides in?
And they might start to doubt you if they feel like they're being violated.
I think we should try to.
You have to show strength.
But strength sometimes isn't barging in and beating everybody up. Because that will make people not like you if they get beaten up and they have to pay
well,
taxes.
think about it. If you are able to take out the people in control without them even noticing, that's even more powerful, because then they won't know where you are coming from and when they are safe. They will never be safe because you can take them out in secret without them even noticing.
But
It would
people
instill
don't
fear.
know that I took over.
We can like leave a little letter that said, "Oh, the Duke was here."
Why do you want to?
That would be funny.
Why didn't you take over before?
John Castillo was very strong.
Well, his legacy doesn't.
Yeah, now
seem
that
to have-
he's dead, I was prepared. Now that he's dead, I can attack.
What have we done? What changed? What changed now that he's dead?
I heard his power is not with one guy.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't worry, I take over. No, don't worry.
Well, but if you give us some time, we could take over for you without you even having to risk any of the men.
Then I have to take you out.
No, you don't, because
That sounds boring.
nobody will know that we did it.
We want to take over for you. We want to help you. We want to work for you.
How can I trust you?
Essentially, what you
know
could
my army.
what you could say is that you hired us out of your trust, and now we're taking care of it for you. That doesn't give us the glory, but you.
Like inquisitors or something.
Yeah, we're doing it in the name of the
people
Duke.
for me.
Huh?
You kill people for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be funny.
We get them out of the way for you without you even having to risk anything.
Yeah, see.
Because
it's
if
funny.
we die, you don't really care, and you can still wave the town.
And like we're nobodies. That way you don't have to waste any of your good soldiers.
It's no risk for you.
This is so wrong.
It saves you money. Because we are way cheaper than a whole army.
I really hate putting myself down to sleep like this.
We are way cheaper.
Standing army costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
We don't. We're cheap.
Yeah, but I just want. Army is standing right now. So
Then
let them sit down.
Exactly.
You funny. You know I don't drink.
Is it just me or does he sound drunk?
How far away from us is he?
Like 50 feet.
Oh, he's in range.
No, he's not.
Go 20 feet closer. Then
So
you can
do we
just,
have a
give
deal?
them some.
What do you want for that?
How much do we want, guys?
Well, let me suggest this. We'll...
No suggestion, that is some spell.
Yeah, that's not what I meant.
I heard spell suggestion exists.
We are gonna take those people out for you, and you can take control without risking anything, and in return, you'll let us work for you. We'll have proven our worth, and we will work for you. And to you three telepathically, if we work for him, we can be safe that he doesn't abuse the power we gave him. We have to...
No! We can't be safe of that!
Telepathically?
No, he's crazy.
You can't answer. You can't answer.
You can't.
We will have...
Excuse me, could we discuss this over there
If
for
we are
one sec?
close to him, we can observe.
Raven,
We will not be close to him, we're just doing a job for him.
Raven, this offer hasn't worked with John Castillo either.
Because we will not be close to him. We
but
will just be some lackeys doing some stuff. That doesn't mean we have any power.
I didn't kill Castillo, I did not.
I did not. I suggest we just say a certain sum that is not too outrageous and be done with it. Because as much as I would like the idea of being able to make sure that this city will be treated well and the people in it, we will not be able to get to that kind of power this way.
I was Mason.
I disagree, but okay.
So you want to discuss outside?
Nah, we're good. What sum should we ask for?
How much does your army cost if you wait the town? How much will it cost you?
How about
So much money.
We'll only take 1/10 of that.
like 100 gold? That's nothing.
Okay.
For each of us.
Obviously.
Okay.
Including the duck. What?
100, so 400 gold.
Yeah.
We actually got two friends who aren't here right now. They're gonna help too, so...
We will just come back later.
All
to, like,
information from inside. Take them, yes. Good idea.
So, are you gonna share your intel with us so we can fix this for you?
Yeah, I heard John Castillo died.
How horrible.
That is all the info you have? Or do you have more?
And that there are gangs, different ones.
I don't think he has any intel, guys.
Yeah, I think his plan is just invade the city and
God damn it!
Could you maybe...
Does he seem like he knows more than he's telling us?
Inside?
Yeah, I would also like insight.
I don't want a wall. I know he doesn't know shit.
He certainly doesn't seem like it.
Oh shit.
I'll also try insight.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Please tell me you've got something better than
No, I have a
13.
6.
No, just one person. No, maximum 2
Okay,
people.
whatever. I don't want
I don't want a dog pile.
because I know.
Another thing, could you maybe give us a signed letter that states that we are working for you so the guards will maybe look away if we need them to?
What about a 13?
He seems to say the truth, but you can't really read him that well. It's like weird to try to read him.
He says it because he has no
I'm sure it is.
idea.
Well,
in one...
yeah. Thomas, come here.
Wave,
Like,
wave.
sign something, puts like his how do you call it? His waxed
Seal.
seal on it and give it to you.
Wave.
Here, take this.
I take it and put it in my scroll case. Thanks.
Waven, I'm not sure if he's telling us everything.
If people would love each other,
I'm pretty
the
sure.
world would be a better place.
Definitely, we all
Yes.
agree.
I think that's.
You are a good human being.
Thank you. We will do our job. If you have any more information, just like let us know. But we will be taking our leave now. By the way, we're the magic bunch. I say our names. Lidada.
While I'm taking the sealed paper, am I within 30 feet of him?
It would be good for him to know who we
Well, the
are.
guy comes.
Yeah, but we don't even.
You can move
I
towards.
step forward to take
Yeah,
it.
you could do
I
the
know.
thing.
Okay,
I was
I
just
accompany
saying.
Then I want to telepathically tell the Duke, trying to make it seem like it's himself thinking that with a deception check maybe
Yeah.
you should really I should really tell those people all the things I know. I can really save a lot of money that way.
Okay, impossible check because he.
Oh yeah, I would have made a
Deception?
deception check.
Oh, we should
yeah.
have done a quota of 100 gold per day. Then he would tell us everything. Actually, I don't think really he cares that much about the money.
No!
We die.
Why did we have all the good rolls on that strength check? Just to be honest,
What did you roll?
10.
to be honest, fuck that barricade.
What are you doing, Raven? You fucked everything up.
I hear your voice.
Yeah,
You talking.
he thinks very loud sometimes. Don't be bothered.
I think we should.
He thinks so loud that other people hear it in their mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm that bad at being silent.
Yeah, he can be quite loud sometimes.
That is funny.
Oh my god.
I think we have much work to do, so
Guys, can we get out of here, please?
we do our best and we give you a report when we're done.
How are you?
We're fine, thanks.
Okay.
How are you?
Let's get going.
I'm great. I'm tired. I'm
Then you should.
wasted.
You
I love
should
you,
go to sleep.
darling.
Great. And
Wait,
we should
one-
get going.
one question. How long will you tell your army to stay down? So what kind of time frame do we have to do this?
We have all the time we need, right?
Well, I'll
We're
say
quick.
like 3 days.
Seems reasonable.
Because after that someone could take over the main position and
Yeah.
then it's hard to take over again.
That's right. Okay.
So you leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. It's gonna be okay.
Of course. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
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 Bye, darling.
Good.
Yeah, you're let out of the fortress because the guy went with you.
I don't think any NPCs would make this uncomfortable.
Bloody! Whatever! That guy's crazy. We have to find a solution first, because I don't want him to take over.
And Raven, what were you thinking? We can't just give work away for free. We need food.
Well, a position close to the source of power is always better than money.
Even if we do this in 3 days, I don't want him to take over.
No, 100 gold is really, really little.
We don't really have. I did not know that.
Yeah, I should have made.
I feel like 100 gold always seems like a lot. Okay, what would be considered a lot in D&D?
I don't know.
For us, it's a lot. We have like 15 right
Yeah, that's the thing for you right
That's
now. It's a
true.
lot. For
We can just keep
but
escalating
just
later
take
on.
for killing. Okay.
He probably would have given us like 10 times that if we asked for
And
it.
we don't have to kill these people. We just have to,
Get them out. Yeah.
alternatively get rid of them.
I'm not.
Maybe we can scare them out of the city, make them believe something bad's gonna happen to them
Get
if
who
they
out?
stay.
Every one of those people.
Huh?
Every one of those gang people.
Only the leaders.
Not all of the gang people, only the
We
people.
promised him to get the leaders out of his way.
Exactly.
Well,
the
the
thing is,
leaders-
we don't need
Yeah,
to
of
get
course.
all of their lackeys or all of their followers, because a lot of the followers will stop following once they see, oh, this is being abandoned.
But
If there's nothing to keep leading them on or something to pull them into it,
Wait,
That's what I was saying
not fall into
earlier.
place.
Raven, you said it yourself. When the mafia's head is cut off.
Yep. The thing is, last time we cut off the biggest head and his lackeys just moved up, and now they are splintered into 3 different groups, right?
Basically,
But if we get the leaders of those splinter groups out of the way too, and as we know now, those splinter groups are led by his family, and no one will really have a call to power if all of his family is gone. Then
except for maybe the ones closest to him besides his family.
Yeah, but then it'll splinter even further so much that the city doesn't need to be raided, just some guards.
We just need to be,
And that is assuming that we can
I
persuade
am
the whole
not
family to leave
even
the town.
and we can,
Convinced that this person is better for the city.
that is not our issue. At least he would be better than an all-out gang war. We just have to make sure to get rid of as many as possible
I'm
and
not
as many
sure
as
they-
necessary to prevent a further gang
If I
war.
listened to the speech correctly back then, I think they took over with the gang because he is a horrible person.
Look, I know
And
he,
I think it's hard to
So-
persuade them to go away.
And,
Look,
and
I know
that's
he
why I
is-
wanted to work for him, so we can get him out of the way too, from the inside.
Look,
but you
he
guys
is-
didn't want that.
he is a moron, but he doesn't seem to be doing any harm. So
Well,
while he's not doing any
taxing-
good, he doesn't seem like he's doing any bad besides tax.
Well,
I'm not sure.
well, taxing can kill people. You know that, right?
He just doesn't
Taxing
care.
taxing the people so
course.
much they can't even afford food
He
anymore.
wanted to raid the city with his army.
He is not better, I agree.
So
He is supposed to be the keeper of his town, yet all he does is just sit in his chair and enjoy the taxes. that
At
are
least for
brought
now
in.
we have prevented him raiding the city.
And we-
Castillo's
and
city
we didn't have
overtook
to wait
because
a day
he was that
inside.
horrible. And people,
and we can now decide on how we use those 3 days. We could use them to just get away and fuck all of this. We could use it to do what we promised, or we could use those days to maybe find a new solution.
The thing is,
One that-
I think we should go through with our job, but we should also look for an alternative solution to him.
Yeah.
For now, we have prevented a raid. We can try to get rid of the gang violence to like help the rest of the city as well. But I'm
Maybe
not
we
sure
could-
we can influence the power that
He
much.
seems like the kind of man who could easily be blackmailed.
I would not try blackmail right away.
You want to blackmail the Duke?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think that's a good idea.
I really wouldn't underestimate him.
I think I went out for
He
another
seemed-
reason, but we could blackmail the Duke.
The thing is, if we establish ourselves as being trustworthy,
He doesn't need to know who is blackmailing him, only that someone is blackmailing him.
well, if you can stay anonymous, sure, be
That's
my
what I did
guest.
for most of the years I worked. Nobody knew who I was until I met those two. I only ever worked through Widget.
I think.
But do you even have blackmail on him?
Not yet.
Well, I guess you can try to see what you can find, but I don't know.
Well, but first off, we should do what we promised.
I think we should get more information about the...
Well, we didn't promise anything, we just
Gangs?
took on a job,
Yeah.
basically.
That's what I meant.
I think we should just get information about the gangs and how they ruled this, why they overtook it, what was happening with Armadillo,
And
you
what
know, it's
exact-
really strange what happened to his hand.
Yeah, and maybe what those three leaders are disagreeing on. What's
Well-
tearing them apart.
Obviously, who's going to be in charge?
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is maybe they want to take his crime family in different directions. Maybe the ones, the red bands seem like they are quite more aggressive than the rest,
Maybe
for
the people in
example.
the city are now more willing to talk about John after he is dead, you know?
I'm just saying let's not underestimate the Duke. He's been able to keep in power for so long, and he might have looked like a rather dim-witted person, but
He fears those people. He
One-
didn't attack until now.
One question, Daniel. What do we know about the power structure in these lands? Is there someone over the Duke, like maybe a king of these lands, or are
It's
the
a
cities
feudal-
independent?
It's a feudal system, and in North Da there are 4 kingdoms, and almost like every bigger city has like a duke, and the 4 kingdoms have a king, and in the capital of the king resides.
Okay, so the only one above them is the king.
Yeah.
What do
We
we
like
know
on
about
the-
the king? Is he such a dimwit?
I'm just saying he might have acted like a fool, but his responses seemed sharp-witted, and he did look through your trick quite
Yeah, but
I'd be asked.
quite easily.
I didn't feel. I think that was one of my worst. I would have tried to read his mind, but I think that would have been noticed.
So I guess clears information.
I'm
We head back to the city.
I'm just saying that we just should be careful to consider him the fool.
We should also be careful because the people in the city know who we are.
Yeah,
They know how
maybe
we look.
Well, not everybody knows us personally, though.
we could
Well,
still
if you-
disguise ourselves. I am actually quite good at disguises.
Me too. We have so much in
Nice for
common.
you. But you know what's hard to disguise? Mechanical duck.
You can leave it inside. Leave it in your room. Hide it somewhere.
Also-
my dog.
Also,
Sacrifices have to be made. I'm
the
very
reason,
sorry.
the reason
I
why
could turn it invisible, but only for an hour.
the reason why I wanted official papers is now I can forge a seal.
Nice.
So maybe that'll come in handy too.
Yeah. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're like on your way back to the city. You're a little hungry.
Let's
Haven't
get something
had
to eat,
anything.
guys.
I guess we have rations on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have.
I would rather get something warm, guys. Don't mind.
Doesn't matter. I can cook us something nice. I have my cooking tools in my duck.
How many times will we have to keep seeing you go in and out of the ducks behind?
Wait,
Why didn't you locate the bag of holding somewhere else on your duck?
Hey Mason, some of this cooking is actually rather good.
I'm not questioning that. I'm questioning the location of his placement of the holding bag that he keeps all
Well,
his things in.
I'm just
What is?
saying.
It's just on the side of the dog. Like, where would you locate a bag of holding?
I have an idea.
It's quite easy.
What-
Just put away the wing and.
I have an idea how we could get rid of the Baron.
The
Yeah.
Duke.
A Duke, sorry. What if we maybe forged a letter of him? He is supposedly sent to one of his allies talking about a coup.
You mean like
Him wanting to move up as king. And then the king will get rid of him for us.
so
we would
basically
just
you want
have
a
to
scandal.
we would just have to set up a lot of proof because just a letter won't be enough.
Raven, I really like your enthusiasm, but I would not recommend upsetting the balance any more than this. And
I
what
would
you're
also-
proposing is really dangerous.
I would not suggest getting into
Well, but
king
Into
affairs,
this
royal affairs.
politics, yeah.
That is way above our pay grade. Way above what we can handle.
well, but we can't just leave him in power. That will kill the poor people.
Well, I'm sure we all agree on that.
I mean, I'm open for other ideas.
Yes.
But do you have any?
Let's just
You don't want to blackmail him. You don't want to
have a meal
get his
first.
boss to get rid of us, of him for us. So, do you want to kill him? Because I don't.
No.
I'm not gonna do any of those things
What?
because I don't want my head chopped off.
The thing is, if you're around the world, he's not the only bad duke. We can't fix everything.
To be honest, yes, he's not a good duke, but John Castillo was taxing the rest of the city like nobody's
Honestly,
business.
after listening to that speech, I think he actually improved the situation here. He was still, don't get me wrong, he was still a horrible person, and he did horrible things. But for the common folk who didn't get shot in the tavern, I think he improved the situation.
Sven, roll. I suppose you're making food, so roll on food.
Roll on food.
What? Wisdom, intelligence.
Are you taking a
dexterity?
recipe or just like feeling it?
Taking recipe, of course.
Intelligent.
That's an 18. Plus by proficiency, that's a 20.
20. Okay.
No expertise.
Really good food.
Everyone gets a d6 temporary hit points.
Nice, why?
Because the
my
food was so
good.
nice.
I'm just looking at what I'm going to do.
Yes,
What's
I
that-
get a temporary hit.
No
what's,
balls.
what's cartoon in English? What's cartoon in English? Kartoffelkartoon. What's this in English? I don't know.
You could show us
Yeah.
how real gnome balls are made, because the last ones weren't really good.
No, only my grandma.
Potato patty?
Gwenny can
No,
do
it
this.
is good too.
Hash browns.
I don't know.
A hash brown, maybe.
Hmm?
Hash brown, too.
Just cooking it. Maybe I see it then.
The mandarins are nice. You want one? Do you want the mandarin?
It just.
What?
Okay.
Since when do you not want a
Gratin.
mandarin?
Gratin.
Please.
Gratin?
I don't want it.
I don't know how to spell it. Gratin.
No, I don't.
Probably potato gratin with zucchini.
Can you make it? And it's really the potatoes are made perfectly. The sauce just.
It's a party
Recipe of my great grandmother.
Stuff
Just
like
laugh
this is
falls
great.
apart on your tongue, and you can feel different aromas going through your mouth.
Every time you cook for us, I remember why we're traveling together.
I have to test all the recipes I have. It's just
Well,
81 years to live.
If
And
my
still, there are so many new recipes to explore.
if my mom cooked like this, our tavern would have been way more successful.
The English word for zucchini is courgette, by the way.
Courgette?
Why
No.
is it so difficult?
Courgette is basically spiralized zucchini, but the English word for zucchini is zucchini.
American English, yes.
Okay.
British English is
Courgette is actually more of
Courgette.
something like a pumpkin,
So it's
isn't it?
I don't think
potato
I don't think it
gratin
matters.
with courgette.
Squash. Squash is like courgette, I think.
It
But
doesn't.
because
courgette-
everybody still says zucchini.
Yeah, I think so too. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Well,
There is a difference between
All
All
that
that
matters
matters
aubergine.
is that it tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. After an hour of making food and preparing it and eating, you can make yourself. It's like 4 o'clock, and you still need like an hour to the city.
She said a D6
D6,
test.
yeah.
That's 5.
Oh, it's British English, okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Just
Yeah. For the podcast, we're looking at a lot of phallic things.
We're looking at zucchini.
What?
Don't listen to the
Courgette.
DMs.
it's both.
We just basically Google search courgettes.
That's a dong who quite helped me.
Don't name it courgette, please.
Okay, guys. One question, Shane. So I know what to plan for. You don't. So do we do something about the Duke, or do we just leave the power for him? And
I think we just look Who are these gang people? What do they want? How did they govern the city? How did the Duke govern the city? I'm just looking for information for now.
I think what we can do is reinstate balance, and everything else will.
But what is balance in this situation?
I don't think the Duke ruling over everything and taxing everyone to death is balance.
Well, as Mason said, the previous boss of this city had quite a similar interest in taxing and
And I don't think we can compare this better than the people who lived under both conditions here.
Maybe we should ask someone who's lived here for quite a while if things improved or got worse when he took over.
We could
really happy with taking this over. I don't know.
We could
just find a
I just want to know how bad the Duke is.
Yeah.
We could ask that librarian.
Well, I'm not sure if he's.
Can we ask like reasonable person?
Oh, well, I assume because he gave us that list of
Yeah, that list.
Yeah, and you also
names were fake.
And you also remember me then telling you that 9 of those were made up.
But I guess he wrote a book about it.
Oh, did he? Well, I'm sure we can find someone else than the librarian in this town.
I was eating the mandarin. It's good, right?
Maybe someone old who has lived here all his life.
Like the goldsmith.
I'm not sure if he wants to risk telling us anything anymore. And, well, there's also the crazy lady we talked to, but...
You mean the old lady?
Yeah, whose hip we broke.
Oh, yeah.
I heard she... What did you do to her?
It wasn't me, it was...
It was Mason. What?
What? She tried to jiggle and it didn't go well, okay?
She just didn't jiggle as
I
well
didn't-
as
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I just asked her to dance with me and she just happened to break her hip. That is not my fault.
I don't want to know.
It's not my fault, people.
I believe you.
We could talk to the
You're not in this game,
Yeah.
DM. You get to keep your mouth shut.
We could talk to the Druids again.
Yeah.
They are in contact with the common folk of this town.
Yeah. I guess they get to hear a lot. Also, they would know if injuries got worse.
Exactly.
Deaths.
Off we go.
So to the Druids then.
Okay.
I lead them to the same druid that we.
Yeah,
Atria and I
First of all, you have to
encountered.
get to the city.
Yes.
Yes. It's like
I kill
5
everybody
o'clock.
on sight.
Yeah. People are. You still see people
Punching each other.
punching each other less now, but you see way more blue ones right now on the streets. Like they're like controlling a part of the first part of the city where you enter. You see way more blue ones, and yeah, you get to the
Druids.
yeah, the Druids. Well, where is it? Like not really a hospital, but like
Sanctuary.
yeah, kind of
whatever.
where you've met the Druids last time.
Yeah.
You go inside.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you see like sick people, Druids working.
Do we see beat up people?
Oh, honey, you're back.
Yes.
I can help you.
Um.
But I said I'm stressed right now. So.
Yes. Can I see a lot of people lying around?
Yeah, so like a normal kind of number. I mean,
Okay. Not an especially
no, so like the
big
women-
number of injured handkerchief people.
No.
Okay. Any handkerchief people?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you've noticed how there's a lot of
Yeah, honey has made my work any easier.
there don't seem any patients of.
Yeah, they take care of themselves or they die or something. I have enough work to do. My beds are here reserved for the women who are dying. I can't take in some thugs who punch each other's lights out.
Okay, well, can you... We count the times when Don Castillo wasn't able to...
Do I look like a history teacher?
You look like someone who's been...
I look old. Okay, I understand.
No, I wasn't. Don Castillo couldn't have been in power for that long.
You know,
He didn't seem...
like a year, maybe 1.5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can remember that much.
So you're a comic, huh? Come on, get to it. What's the problem?
Was it...
People to care for.
When the Duke reigned,
Yes.
was it worse?
It was different, you know.
In what way?
He didn't give a shit about the poor people, but like the working quarters and everything, taxes were pretty good, and the economy was pretty well.
And
Just in the poor places, people were just being stabbed and so on, but you know.
So it's the usual.
It sounds like everywhere else.
And and what you're saying is that Don Castillo cared for those people?
Well, he was one of us, you know. One of the poor ones. Who lived through that shit.
Which didn't make it any easier for everyone else in the town?
Well, he took the taxes from the richer part and made so that it's a little bit more controlled in the poor parts, a little bit more money in there.
Well, and also just randomly murdered people when you felt like it?
I don't know about that.
Good sometimes
Some people
comes with
died.
bad.
I mean, I wasn't really for him. I wasn't really against him. I just tried to do my work here. I suppose he wanted to show his control when he killed people, but who knows?
Good and bad can come hand in hand.
While we're
Honey,
talking,
I just tried to
about
work here.
hands,
Why did you miss it?
do you know anything about a necrotic tissue that spreads over the body, slowly corrupting it, that isn't the thing we encountered with Widow's Air, that also infects male...
I haven't heard anything of that, honey.
And I show her my eye.
Oh my god.
How does this look to you?
It looks like
You're
one of the women here when I look into their, you know.
Wounds.
Well, maybe that's a scientific way of saying it.
Well, what do you say?
I've heard rumors of...
Coochies.
They're coochies.
I've heard rumors of Castillo having something like this on his hand.
I didn't hear about anything about that.
Did you ever see his hand?
I didn't even ever see him. I didn't even ever see him.
Do you think the way he ruled this town got worse lately, or was it always like this? Did he always murder people publicly?
I don't know. Not a lot. People don't talk a lot about what he did and what he didn't do.
We need to talk to the Castellis. We have to make them talk to each other.
Yeah.
I want to see that happen. Honey, you are a precious piece of person, but one day you're gonna die with a knife in your back.
What are you implying?
I'll make sure you don't. I'll make sure of it.
Okay.
Thank you, Raven.
You will notice if somebody tries it.
What are you implying?
That you're a naive little boy. Walking around this part of the city. Like everything's gonna be okay if people talk to each
Well, it's
other.
not gonna be okay, and I'm aware.
I'm aware, I'm just trying to fix things.
Tell Hawk,
Okay.
calm down.
It's not your fault. You couldn't have known.
I'm gonna go back to work. You're not gonna have any
You don't have to fix things. We
any
can try to make
questions
them better.
anymore for me.
It's easy to say that for you.
In your
It was your friend who fucked all of this up in the first place.
Who's wrong?
He's referring to Adria.
What did she do?
Killing Castillo.
It's not easy for me to say this. I don't want this town in ashes.
Hey, before we go, in your personal opinion, as someone who heals the common folk, would it be better for the people if Castillo's family took over, or if the Duke took over? Just out of curiosity.
Go around the city and make a questionnaire.
Honey, I'll tell you what my grandmother told me. Even the shiniest apple could have a worm inside.
Yep.
Wise words. Well,
So
I
I'm
guess
going back to our patients then.
Well,
Yeah.
they
like
might
it.
be wise, they are certainly ambiguous. Shiny apples
Those,
could refer
those
to
are
both
the best kind. We'll leave you to it then, I guess. Or do you have any further questions, Telok?
I don't think I do.
Hey, good luck then.
Well, thank you, and you do what you have to do. But don't fuck it up again.
What again?
Too late for that.
And I guess we leave.
Yo.
Maybe
Like
we
it
should.
it has started to get in dawning. It's like 6 o'clock, so it's starting to get dark outside.
Yeah, let's head to the tavern for now. And maybe discuss what we are going to do next in private.
Do we need disguises? Like in future? Because when they
Yeah,
look for us, it's
we will
quite bad.
we should definitely disguise in the future.
Okay.
Because after this war is over, it's gonna be us on the menu next.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, we head to the tavern.
Make a perception roll. Oh wait, you have passive perception of the one. You see.
I get it anyway.
Natural 20! Also, 20!
The 20. Wait. It's plus 20, yeah. Just
Passive perception, guys. Passive perception.
Yes?
Yeah, you 3, I suppose. See like a piece of paper flying around, and there's like written words. Like there's a lot of that kind of flying around.
A lot of
Flyers.
papers.
Yeah.
Okay. What's on them? I look at one.
Yeah,
There's
same.
a pretty good description of you guys.
Oh, I get it.
Not of Mason, but of Atria.
Why not of Mason?
Because I wasn't inside with you
Well,
guys.
they saw you before, so, and they know you are with us.
Well, not the people who were in the basement, maybe.
That's correct.
We should
but
discuss
other
this
people.
later and get to a place where we can disguise ourselves.
That was not
Let's
in
get to the
anyway.
tavern.
I cast pass
I
without
don't think
trace.
we'll make it there.
Okay,
Is there a picture of my duck?
I can disguise one of us and I can make myself invisible.
Well, I can physically disguise as this.
I'll make Stumbleduck invisible. Can you do something to yourself?
Oh yeah,
I'm not
it says on
usually-
it, if you
I'll
find these
I'll
people, we're looking for them, dead or alive, 500 golds, come to Better Castillo.
That's more than.
Let's go get to the alley and disguise ourselves.
Yeah. We go into the next alley. Okay, Telhog, what can you do to disguise yourself?
I could help him. I've got some physical disguises on.
Because I
my
can
person.
make one of us invisible and I can disguise myself.
Yeah, I can't do magical disguises, but I can do normal
What about you,
disguises, hiding
Stumbleduck?
our faces.
Nothing?
I can't disguise myself. I didn't prepare it.
Okay,
I
I'll
wasn't
make you.
prepared for this.
I will make you invisible.
Okay, I still have a duck.
Okay, I'll.
That's not invisible. Quite.
Is a description of.
The duck doesn't matter.
You could.
How far is it until we go to the tavern?
Still like 15, 20 minutes through the city.
Shit, I can't
That is
hold
fine.
my breath so long.
No.
You can stay yourself back and forth for 10 minutes.
Yeah, and the rest you can hold.
Yeah.
your-
I can literally
Yeah,
just make
but
you
5
invisible for an hour.
But my dog has all my tools. I can't leave my tools here.
Can you direct your duck to go a different alleyway?
I mean, I could use the bag of holding and just grab it and have all my tools with me, but it's my duck.
Is there a description of your duck?
Oh, I could put my duck in the bag of holding.
Yeah, it doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah.
Do that.
Put my duck in the bag of holding.
I think that doesn't work. Your dog is too big for the wall.
It's medium.
Take your bag, leave your duck. We'll
It's
collect it
medium?
later.
Yeah.
Then I think it should work.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay,
it has
so
like an opening from like 3 times 3 feet, I think.
I can rebuild my duck a bit. I can put a... I have my tools with me.
just fold it into a cube.
It's a transformer duck and can actually turn into a dog as well.
You can actually rebuild it at every long rest into a
I mean,
different
I
form.
could rebuild it into a
Long
new
rest,
form, but
yes.
I think...
Guys,
Any-
can we get this over with?
Anyways, I get out
Let's
my. We are not done yet. I'll get out my disguise kit and physically disguise the rest of us, hiding faces.
I disguise myself.
Yeah,
you
then I'll
disguise
do.
yourself,
Then I'll do.
And I'll turn him invisible.
Okay, then I'll
just
do
to
Tellock
see.
at me
Yeah.
with my disguise kit.
Because also, if we like have a gnome with us, that might also be a little bit obvious. So
Roll
it's
in your
more-
disguise kit.
Which attribute?
Disguise good.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
which
are.
attribute is on the... I think you could use dexterity if you want to like... Dexterity or wisdom?
No, use dexterity. First Tellock. That's a 13. It wasn't.
Ooh.
14.
Let me see if I have disguise proficiency.
Well, that's even worse.
You're not really good at this.
Can I give him guidance first?
I can give you a guide.
I also have a disguise kit.
Then
What
you
do I
can-
have to roll for it?
You can just
You
help me and
you have
I'll
to
do
roll
it.
for it too.
Yeah. Or we just help each other and one gets the advantage. So.
Let's,
We would give you
your rolls
guidance
were pretty
anyway.
bad, so let's
Do
just
you
try.
want to give him guidance? Or?
Yeah, I'm
19 for Telhawk.
I'm going to call down upon the spirits of nature and offer you their help.
So I'll get to try it again with guidance. Or
No.
what?
You
No,
get a
He
D4
has the
bonus.
guidance extra.
you just get this bonus.
Okay, so
I think he is already
Yeah,
disguised.
you got a
so-
19.
No, you disguise yourself. He's already disguised.
No, I'm not disguising myself. I'm trying
He
to
is
disguise
already
him.
disguised.
Okay, then I'm disguising him.
He's already disguised too.
But I
Poorly.
thought, then I'm gonna modify it a bit.
okay.
she's gonna help me with my really bad
Yeah.
disguise.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
I'm
also rather poorly disguised.
Okay, I can try to fix that a little bit as well, I guess.
You have charges
12.
on that thing, right?
Huh?
Fix
Charges?
it
Charges
does.
on that thing.
No, I never said that.
You have 10 charges.
Okay.
Give you guidance for this.
Nice.
Just the +3.
Okay, so on you I cast invisibility, and on myself I cast disguise self.
Oh, okay. And you have a 19, and you have, well, plus dexterity, so
I prepare.
a 20, and you have 16.
Yeah.
That should be enough for the common folk.
Yeah.
Let's head back.
Essentially, he's just invisible, and I made myself look like the old man. It's simpler.
Okay.
That way-
Where's the crown?
Tomorrow we'll take our time with the
Without after you
disguises.
can't do his voice, so it's your voice.
Well, I'm an actor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the voice.
so I've heard him speak before, so I can easily replicate his voice.
Yeah, that's what the active feed is for.
Having
Yeah, she doesn't have the feet, so she can't do it.
No, I took the feet.
You took the feet.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, you can do it.
She even has
Right.
advantage on all the checks she does for that.
exactly.
have in mind that we're actually not trying to stealth, but trying to be disguised.
We're just trying to be different people.
I wouldn't cast
Yeah.
pass without trace then.
Yeah. Okay, let's go, guys. We should be fine. So we
After a
walk.
while, some people with blue ribbons and. What are you doing out this late?
We're trying to get home, sir. I mean, we're trying to get home, sir.
You don't sound good.
No, I'm a little bit sick.
Yeah. Okay, keep moving.
All right.
Keep moving, I told you.
Where we're going? And I like limp along.
Oh yeah, you get to the tavern.
Yeah.
On the way, I would like ask Telok like what Atria did that was so traumatizing because he seemed quite shaken about it.
Yeah. I'm sorry for earlier. That was uncalled for.
It's okay. I'm just trying to understand where that came from. What
well, it
happened?
certainly wasn't. We were fighting, defending Billy, I guess, and well, there was a point when we persuaded them to give up in a way. Don Costelli was in a lot of pain already, and well, she wouldn't stop.
So you would call it uncalled for cruelty,
Yes,
essentially.
he begged her to stop, and he even gave up and ordered his men to stand down, and she just burned him alive.
Oh, I understand. Okay, that sounds unlike Atria, to be honest. I'm not sure what came over her.
Well, I think she was mad because of Bill.
Of course.
And I don't know what I've done.
Atria has a
Somebody
lot
does
of
something to my kids, so...
Yeah, Atria has a lot of struggles herself.
I'm sure.
Then that's one thing we all got in common, then.
I just hope we can work past this.
Yeah. Last night, when we found you at the inn, we did exchange a few words, and well, I think we're gonna be fine. It's
All right. That's good.
Okay, you're starting to get to the tavern.
We go in.
You knock on the door.
In the specific knock that he told us.
She... Who the hell are you?
It's us!
You don't look like us.
Yeah, we're in disguise.
I don't look like anything.
How do you know the specific knocking?
You gave it to us this morning when we ate potatoes and pickles.
I took my bag.
But you're looking... You hit the people
I snapped my
poor
foot.
little girl.
Guys, get around me. I assume they're getting around me, then I drop my disguise to like ship me from you, I
Can't
guess.
come inside. What the hell are you doing scaring me like this?
Don't worry about it. So we go inside, close the door behind us.
What the hell are you doing in disguise?
We just for
You have to have like a meter of makeup on that face.
few inches at least.
Oh fuck, we're going.
I can assure you, I don't enjoy it.
Yes. Well, breathing if you have so much makeup on.
I pull out my duck. Makeup already. And there's a duck out of nowhere.
Good thing you don't have a bag of holding in a duck.
Are we going to show her the note?
No, it's back of holding in a back of holding. No!
I don't think so.
Everything into astral plane.
Heard that off.
I suppose you gave the crown to...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's no crown anymore.
Is it still safe here? We were quite obvious about it, about being here before.
Yeah, that's true. Where else you go? You probably should leave.
We're on the streets, we won't be any
Or we
safer.
make some really big trouble for the innkeep.
Yeah, and we already caused enough trouble.
Wait,
for
are we
the
currently
goldsmith.
talking about just leaving?
Hmm?
Are you talking about leaving or what?
Yes.
What the fuck?
We were really obvious about living here before.
If they are searching
Yes.
for us, they are probably searching
And
the
they're
next
searching
best
for
inn.
us.
If we're just going to stay somewhere else, sure. But if you're just talking about leaving the city, then...
No,
That's not.
We'll get a room at a different tavern in
Okay.
disguises.
I don't know if a tavern is a good idea.
How about we ask the goldsmith if we can use his apartment?
That's better. I
Well,
guess.
but he already got traces connecting him with us too.
Nobody knows where he lives.
Well, I think it won't be that hard to find out. He got friends. He's a public figure. He owns a shop.
And we shouldn't ask him because
We already caused enough
question
trouble
him
for
and-
him.
I don't know.
I think
We can't stay with Keller.
We
I don't think Keller wants us.
No, he does not.
we shouldn't anyways. Last time we were there, Billy got abducted, so
Yeah.
they'll search for us there too. I think the smartest step is to just rent a room disguised. Then nobody will know it's us.
In disguise again. And I think they may.
I mean,
know
wouldn't it be
every
kind of
pattern,
strange,
so-
some new strangers suddenly being there in the exact same sort of constellation as us renting a room
No,
for five?
it's a big town. There's people coming and going all the time.
We won't be able
Of course,
to.
but we're quite suspicious.
We won't be able to
Not
stay
if we're
in-
disguised well.
When we
Disguise.
entered the city,
Fine.
were there like guards warning us because of the trouble in the city and so on?
There weren't any guards.
That might be worrisome for travelers as well. And they see this and yeah.
We're definitely not safe here.
Yeah, but I don't think we are safe in any inn here. Because that's the first thing they are looking for. Checking the inns.
Well,
And the people have...
does this
Fear.
town have a sewer?
I don't want to sleep in the sewer.
You said it. I think the rich people have some sewers,
Do you?
but this is only something you hear in the streets,
Should ask.
where they have hidden all of the gold, so they don't have to pay any taxes.
Have to find a way to sleep somewhere without getting killed.
We're not going to be able to stay in disguise for long.
Well, you can stay in our physical disguises indefinitely, and now we have some time to disguise.
For someone who likes nature and so on,
Hmm.
it's really itching your face.
I'm aware.
Your skin isn't breathing. It's clogged. Everything is closed.
The thing is, even if we disguise and we go into another inn, the new people will be checked, I guess. Because it's... Who might that be? I don't know them. Maybe they are in disguise.
Okay,
Yeah, but staying here will be even worse.
Yeah, obviously.
okay, let's just take a breath.
There, we took a breath. So what now?
The inn ranch puts some food.
I mean,
for
we
you.
were on travel.
Something
We
to
could
drink.
go outside and make a camp. We didn't
But then we would
order
always
any
have a long
food.
time to get back
Yeah.
inside.
We would have to pass some guards on our way out.
Why?
And
I have
some...
a guard.
Hmm?
We can use the duck. We can use the duck as a guard. We don't have to...
No, I meant getting out of town so late won't be easy.
There aren't any guards. Did you see any guards when
Don't
we
they
enter the
close
town?
city gates at night? That's what most cities
Did
do.
they?
Hmm?
And they still didn't. And we just entered before and there weren't any guards when we entered.
You have the feeling the regular guards aren't outside.
Okay.
It,
Well,
Haven't
but
seen
we
any.
just got questioned on the streets too, so I guess leaving now could be suspicious.
We didn't order any food.
sneak out.
But it's on the house. You look like a little stressed out.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
We'll have to hold together in such times.
Does that seem genuine? Can I roll insight on that?
Hmm?
If she's genuine.
Oh,
When he-
okay, yeah, I'll roll.
Okay. Just to be safe.
Just to be
It's poisoned.
that if he-
14.
She seems to be
Are there any
Okay.
flyers in this tavern?
I mean, she might
Can
as well.
roll?
She might as well have written the note herself. Have read
No,
the note
I don't
herself.
see anything. Just what happens if
either way,
they're
we
players?
should decide
Thank
fast.
you.
Probably knows.
You're welcome.
So, okay, crazy thought, but maybe, well, they are looking for us,
Yeah.
and we want to reach them.
We won't turn ourselves in.
I'm not talking about turning ourselves in, but going there doesn't have to be a turning in kind of thing.
Well, I don't think we'd survive that.
Okay.
Well, if we keep our escape routes open or something like this,
But then we'd have to decide the place of meeting. It shouldn't be their home turf. We could write them.
Get them a message,
We
the
could
meeting
contact
place.
them, telling them where to meet, and preparing beforehand.
yeah, that. If we can find a way to get a note to them.
That should be quite easy. We just write a letter,
Hmm.
give it to one of the henchmen in disguise.
You should get Richard back.
I think so too. I asked Richard where he is at right now.
What?
How far are you? Are you close to the Faith Forest?
You told me to go to your family first, which is a little off track.
Oh, I think I did it the other way around, but never mind. How close are you to the family, to my family then?
Should be like another day or two.
Okay, Witchy. Stay calm now.
Wait. When you say that, normally shit happens.
We are in quite a bit of trouble here, and we need you. I'm gonna call you back.
No, don't you dare. I've been flying now, fuck you. Man, fuck you!
And
I've been flying for 2 days straight!
And I'm yeah.
Oh, my wings hurt.
I missed you too, little one.
Great, and the first thing I see is that fuck face.
I love you too, Richie. I have to see your mug as well. Your beak of little ugliness. Oh.
We could use him to deliver a message.
Do you see that you have some
Yes.
crusted stuff like right
Exactly,
along your
yeah.
beak? You should take care of that. It looks
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's your reflection on my beak.
Ah, my reflection is much nicer than that.
Okay, whatever.
Was it a good idea to bring him back?
Yeah, he's gonna deliver a message for us.
Can you take the evening and maybe the night to reach them? And I mean, we can communicate with them in person, can't we? Through Richard.
Yeah, I can talk
Yes.
with them and relay to you what was said without being in any risk.
Sure. That sounds like a plan, doesn't it?
But we still need a place to hide.
Well,
What the hell did you do?
We killed somebody.
Oh, the group is scoring some balls.
More balls than you will ever have.
Hey, he can make me into something that has big balls.
But he's not gonna. So you're gonna stay ballless forever.
I mean, I could turn you into a pufferfish. That's basically a huge ball. But
Well, that would be very stupid. Because we're in the air right now. I could breathe.
that's true.
Yeah.
So you don't have any balls right now. Where are we gonna
So
hide?
deal with
I have a
it.
cloaca, okay?
Do we try to leave the city for the night?
what keeps us from staying here?
They probably know.
Search, yeah.
Yeah. That will be one of the first places they search because we were quite public about living here before.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
Even
completely
if you
forgot
ran,
how.
the first thing I would be searching for or asking around
would be the inn.
And after that, Keller's place.
I totally forgot how this was where Ben.
So we should really be going now. In disguise.
Yeah. Can't wait to get it off my skin.
And get the others too. Although, maybe only Atria. Especially Atria.
Yes.
And Billy.
And Billy.
So we have to disguise everything because we can't turn everybody invisible.
Yeah, we'll take our time with disguising them well.
Fine with disguise.
You can disguise Billy, but Atria and I will be able to disguise ourselves in a different way.
That's true. So
as much as I don't like it.
Does it make to disguise me, or make sense to disguise me, or should I get invisible again? Because
Well, you're still invisible for like up to an hour.
okay.
Mason, can you disguise yourself again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but first
Okay, never
First
mind.
we are
What?
gonna disguise the other twos physically.
Okay.
Hey DM, do you want an NPC sheet for Billy?
Put my
Billy
dart
has a character sheet.
back
Okay,
in the
so-
bag.
Maybe we do it together this time, so one of us gets advantage on
Sure.
the check.
Advantage is rolling 2,
Give
right?
you guidance. Okay, you can give guidance.
What do you want to do?
Yes, I was.
We're gonna disguise
give
them
it.
again.
I was about to give you guidance, but
Sure, why
and,
not?
and I'm gonna help you with the disguises, so you get advantage.
Sweet.
You wanna give guidance? You wanna?
yeah.
You get
Got
guidance,
pride.
and you get guidance.
Yeah, we can't stack guidance though.
How much guidance? How much do you get with guidance?
1d4.
And what do you
this-
get with advantage?
Roll twice and take the better one.
Yeah.
Take the better one.
So you
Yeah.
can do both. Have advantage
And
and,
then 1d4. Okay.
We have a
15
15
plus
plus
a
3,
three,
that's 18.
Plus proficiency is 20 plus dexterity modifier.
Plus
What's
23?
your dexterity modifier?
3.
So we 23 on the disguise.
That's good.
That's not bad.
That's Atria and now Billy.
No,
No,
Atria is
not
in
Atria.
shapeshifting.
Oh yeah, no, we don't need
Just
Atria.
Billy.
It's Billy. Okay, then we're ready to leave.
It is
Nice.
super
Oh yeah.
nicely disguised.
Whose was this?
Mine.
So the druids are gonna turn into small animals. Mason is gonna disguise herself again, and we are gonna try to leave town.
I'm sure Atria is going to transform herself into the most fabulous beetle.
Wonderful.
So you say a kid tends to have 10 charges, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Basically, you are gonna run out of makeups.
Yeah, I have 7 out of 10 still.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, we're
So we're
out.
safe.
You're leaving already?
Yeah, thanks for your patronage. Thanks for being such a kind host.
But he isn't
Yes.
any suspicious why we are disguising ourselves. Or she.
Well, she saw you just.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't care.
Whatever you did.
Thank you for the last supper,
Yes, no problem.
and I give her another 2 golds.
It's
Coins.
too friendly, my friend.
Just take care.
I'll try. Well, I'll see you around or something.
Hopefully.
Okay, you
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
And move in which direction?
How many gates does the city have?
What's the closest gate?
You are at the chop tree. You could go. We came from north, blah blah. You're at chop tree. You could go.
Where did we
south.
bury the...
At the forest.
Yeah, then we're gonna head for that, I guess.
Go to the forest.
First,
Yeah, where we buried.
sure.
We wanted to take Billy there anyways.
Yeah.
After a while, you see a group with with torches up in front.
Uh-oh. It looks like a mob.
Do you have your hood up?
They're like 6 people.
Yeah, I'm disguised as well.
6 people with
Okay.
like a torch.
Let's
They're,
try
like,
not
looking
to...
around.
I'll just be a spider in your hood.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, we're wearing a hood, yeah.
Spider
Sitting in my ear, whispering secrets to me.
That you can't understand because it's in spider.
Yeah.
I could detect thoughts here.
Cue the Minecraft spider sounds. Beautiful. Thank you.
I don't have to talk.
Okay, yeah, they're coming into your direction.
Let us just act inconspicuous.
Yeah.
What are you people doing out here?
We're just going somewhere. Going to a
It's
tavern.
late. It's closed.
No
People are
taverns.
people are not allowed to run around when it's dark outside.
We aren't? Oh, I'm sorry. We're new in this town. We just arrived today. We didn't know that. We were wondering where all the people were. Can you recommend us a good inn?
Well, the chopped tree is pretty good.
The chopped tree? Alright. We just went there, but she said she was all full. Do you have another place?
You could go to the Sleeping Rat.
Alright, that sounds good. Can you point us in the direction?
Well, pretty much where you're coming from to the market and then to the north.
Alright, thank you. Have a good evening. We're going that way. We're going to a different inn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can walk you to the market. It's in our way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Just we'll lead you.
Thanks.
Go to the market and then they go left. Yeah, just to the right down there. You halfway through, you're gonna find.
Awesome. Thanks.
And they're with blue.
Yeah, they're with blue.
And I guess after they left, we're just gonna walk straight back.
We're gonna walk into a different
After
inn.
then. No. We can still leave town.
Wait, we were leaving town?
Yeah, we're leaving town.
Oh, okay, shit. Can we just take a different exit?
Well, they've walked past now, so I guess we can just go in the direction we came from.
True.
And this time maybe duck in an alley when we see someone approaching.
Well, that's quite suspicious.
Yeah, but the thing is that we are trying not to be seen, and if we're not seen, we aren't suspicious.
That is true.
So, I guess we are trying to reach the gate stealthily.
You walk to the east again, and there's another guard, different guard. It's like because they're like doing their walks, and it's like different. You don't have one guard going one route. You have like 2 or 3, so you have to control over it.
Yeah.
So there's like a different guard coming in your direction.
Yeah, we are. I guess we are trying to duck in the dark alley, so we aren't seen.
Hey, roll on stealth.
Do it.
Yeah, you too.
Do I have to do it as well?
You're disguised as a spider.
Yeah,
so
you don't have to.
I think I make it.
No,
With plus 20 or whatever I get for being invisible.
Yeah, you still have to be silent.
Okay, yeah, you don't.
I said Billy.
What about Billy? Stealth, what is stealth?
Doesn't have to roll 2, or did
I
we leave
know,
him
but-
behind?
Nat 20!
Not bad.
My first good roll of the
No.
evening.
You wouldn't have left me behind.
13?
Okay, Billy has 13 too.
Uh,
But it's enough. I mean, they have disadvantage on passive, whatever.
Yeah,
They don't see you.
it's dark. But
You
you
just have to.
Disadvantage on passive is -5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So they're like blind.
basically.
What? They probably have like a 6.
Yeah, you get to the east gate after a while, and it's open. No one is guarding it.
Yeah, we're gonna walk out.
Yeah, exactly. You go out, you see the forest in the back. For the one house of the crypt keeper, where there's some fire in there, or lights in there.
I guess we are gonna head for the place where we buried Billy's friend.
Can do.
We didn't tell anyone about where it was.
I think in the forest, right?
Yeah, it was in the outskirts of the forest on some, what's the word for Lichtung?
A meadow.
Clearing,
Clearing, yeah. A meadow or something else.
Oh yeah, you walk to that direction, and you enter the dark forest. As you enter the dark forest, we end today's session.
Hey!
Still alive.
Yeah!
No dance! Well, I hope you all enjoyed.
This just got 3 levels more intense.
Only 3?